Hi everybody, this is it's me, Kevin Montgomery again here. Happy 4th of July. This It's July 4th, 2011, Monday, 6:31 p.m. right now over in Texas. And yeah, this is another late entry again. I was going on a good productive streak earlier last week since the making of my previous vlog entry. Um, just separating days of just hanging out with friends and stuff like that, and then taking care of some other stuff. I got a little better at separating the two, and would become a little bit more productive. But a huge wrench was thrown into my plans. uh, well, as of the making of this vlog entry, I believe vlog number 2 is still without sound, and that's the one where I had explained what had happened to me late May. I think I briefly kind of went over it again on the third vlog entry. But well, I'm going to try not to let it hinder my progress. But the specific thing that happened, I'm probably getting you guys lost. Just bear with me here. But yeah, the same thing that happened to me previously on May that I would talk about in the following in these that I spoke about briefly in these past vlog entries, mostly in the second one, which is I still think it's without sound, but this personal journal thing that I do almost like on a daily basis, just for personal purposes. I was on a good productive streak last week until just after the making of my vlog number 7. No, vlog number 6. This is 7. All right. But in the week since vlog number 6, I was getting pretty good. I was getting busy, getting my personal to-do list stuff taken care of, and then all of a sudden on late Thursday, I had I told myself that I would limit these Word audio notes, journals, things down to like on a monthly basis. And I was like, on the last Thursday was the last day of June, and I spent a good chunk of the day recovering, like talking about what had happened the other, just like on all the time that has passed. And then just at the very end of it, Word crashed. I had to call in like a friend of mine who was basically really, he's a computer whiz. He's really good at that stuff. Like a programming friend. He I flipped out again like last time. Having lost everything, and it was upwards to 20-something hours of recording. In the back of my head, I knew it was getting too big, but I was kind of delaying. I was putting off making a new file because, we were already at the end of the month, and it happened just like last time at the end of May that it had happened and dropped all the audio stuff. Just like last time, it was a week worth of stuff that I've lost, and that really, I was on a productive streak, and then that just kind of like put a screeching halt to everything that I was working on that I had planned on doing. And then so I had my friend come by, check it out. Unfortunately, I tried doing the same things as I did last. I tried doing all the stuff to make sure that I didn't repeat the same mistake as last time. However, this was a worse. It was just a huge problem with Word that it did not auto recover. So there was no auto recovery file even made. Apparently, the settings for always make a backup didn't save, so I never even had a backup. The only thing that really saved me was the fact that I had I do a weekly computer backup, laptop hard drive backup weekly, and so approximately just like I only had lost a week, and like everything else beforehand was still remained. But it sucks because quite a bit happened in that previous week, and It's going to take some time to recover back on. As a matter of fact, I've been working all day just to catch up my journal up for this month, the past like 3 days, and getting to work on basically trying to get everything together as much as I can possibly remember for the past week, and trying to do that over again as well as I could possibly remember. I'm probably going to need my girlfriend's probably going to need her help on it too, because there's a lot of too much stuff that she probably help out, and she was really helpful as far as help me through this whole scenario. But yeah, that's the situation that's been troubling me so far these past several days. It was a huge downer, but I kind of decided not to try to do multiple things at once, because then because last time I did that, it took like almost 2 weeks to catch up, and I want to set aside like solid times just to. May lose one day, but I'll get back faster to getting straight back to work, and getting back to where I was. So I could just stop, recover my stuff, and then keep on going. Not to just pick up the pieces as I go along, because that I intend to lose stuff out of my memory a lot of the times. But so yeah, that's a whole explanation of the program issue that I had with Word. Just a heads up for you guys, if you're thinking about, if you guys do the same thing, or if you use audio notes on Word, the recording function that program has, I suggest you keep the files down to a minimum, at least the recording sizes, and always, in the settings, always, have it always make a backup, and make sure the program is working like always, and periodically close down and just give the program a rest. But don't let it get out of hand. I'd say maybe 10 hours is about as much as I would risk putting it, because my other journal was getting really huge, and just at the very end of it, I had to just go and do this. But anyways, I had pretty much wasted a lot of you guys' time just complaining, telling you about my woes with this problem here, and get to the good stuff. So like I said earlier, last week I got the ball rolling, for lack of a better term, and I basically got to be working on a very productive pace, not necessarily as fast as I had, as my peers, but working at basically getting closer to where my target goal is for myself. But hopefully by Wednesday this week I'll be able to get back to it. But hopefully by today or tomorrow I'll be able to get this journal thing all put behind me. But anyways, as I keep on digressing, I last week, I believe on Monday or so, Monday, I believe Monday or Tuesday, Monday last week, I had got the paperwork. I had paid for my driver's ed course, and had that taken care of. And then whenever I tried to continue with like the identity verification step at the local UPS store, it turns out that they didn't generate a specific code that I needed to have so that I can keep moving forward. And so it took like the entire week. I called them up on Tuesday, and they didn't. I didn't get anything from them. I had to call them twice about it, and it wasn't until last Saturday, that they finally reset my account, and I was able to go back in and do that step again. And now as of Saturday, I'm good to go to start on this driver's ed thing. Though I'm gonna try to do this journal thing as soon as possible, so that I can get to work and really keep pushing forward. Among other things, there's certain orders of business from my apartments from back in Florida that I lived in whenever I went to Full Sail that I tried revisiting that I've never really heard an answer from. And so throughout the week, I basically called them up, tried to figure out what was going on. And so today I just found out that everything's all set, so now I'm ready to pay my part of whatever bill that hasn't been paid. And that's been taken care of. There's some other stuff that I gotta wait. I gotta hear back from some individuals about. I made a lot of phone calls. I called up a colleague of mine from Full Sail, one who'd worked closely with me on this specific World War II project. Called him up just to see what's up because I had a bunch of other ideas for side projects that he can possibly help me out. Got pooling resources for, and being a producer for. And it was, it felt great talking to that guy again. He was really cool and gave me all sorts of guidance about and encouragement as far as like personal ideas that I had on the side, as well as along with that World War II thing that he's pretty excited about. Excited to hear that I'm still coming up with all sorts of ideas and still at least staying creative and haven't stopped. Haven't gotten totally like creatively dead here at home. And he was happy to hear that, and a bunch of other writing ideas. It was cool, nice of me. It was nice to touch base with him. I also finally got around to contacting professionals in the local area, armorers and weapon masters. These two individuals in the DFW area that I went ahead and just, instead of sending them an email, I gave them a phone call, left them a message. Hopefully I left a professional sounding message, and hopefully they'll, if they get it, they can call me back. If not, I gotta figure out when would be the most professional, most reasonable time to try again and try to be persistent about that. Now that I got that driver's ed stuff all set, ready to go, just 6 hours of the course, I could just push that out, and maybe just by the end of this week, and by that point I'll be ready to do a lot of practice, and hopefully by the mid July I'll be well on my way to getting a permit and a license and be able to drive. Hopefully everything can sink in. It can sink in. That I did that last week. I some personal chores as far as cleaning out the garage. Making sure all my stuff and papers are together so I can organize it all and keep like a note library so that I can go back to everything that I had from school for any reference. Yeah. So with the driver's ed thing, I'll be that much closer to being able to go around and work freelance on whatever jobs that I may want to find or start earning income, be more independent, and be that much more in control of how I spend my time. On Saturday also I saw Transformers 3, which it was a good movie. It was a good movie. Megan, the replacement character for Megan Fox. She wasn't too bad. I like how they kind of wrote that character in, and it was a good movie. I saw it in 2D. I'm not sure exactly how that compares to 3D, but I'm not. Lately, I've been a little bit more of a critic for 3D, so I didn't bother to pay that much more money for a 3D to see it in 3D. But yeah, with that word thing becoming a bigger problem now, I hope I can dedicate time for that recover on those journals and keep moving forward. And I don't know, not right now, but whenever I'm ready personally, I could possibly, I don't know, learn to have a little bit more self-control when it comes to that kind of stuff, because I feel like that hinders what I could be doing. Looking to the past too much could hinder what I could be doing, you know, looking ahead. And I don't know, hopefully I could just get better at achieve a way of doing it until to where I'm happy with what I can remember and ditch a lot of the minute details. I don't know, I'm rambling on, but yeah, and there's a bunch of other people I still need to contact about some stuff, but as far as I don't know, I mean, I can obviously do better, you know, and there's always, you know, room for improvement, but I think I've gotten to the point where I'm right now at this moment, I'm satisfied with where I'm at, you know, trying to stay creative and whatnot. I could just only I could only hope that I can get to the product level of productivity to where I can really just like push out actual scripts and get some writing ideas done and keep making phone calls, you know, add stuff to my demo reel, um, and establish something as far as here working with prop weapons and stuff, because that's something I really would like to do. So if any of you in the DFW area are watching here and want somebody who you know, have a project that requires like an action project or something that involves prop weapons and, you know, tactical stuff or whatever, I'm free. I'm totally up to work on whatever project you have and offer whatever assistance I may, you know, that may provide. You know, whether it's just as like a technical advisor. Um, you know, I won't tell you that I know everything, but I know a lot to you know, to get the right to get most of the stuff right. I mean, I'm always willing to learn and to be corrected by those who actually do know their stuff. Me, I just want to be able to. I'm comfortable with handling guns, and would want to work more closely with that kind of stuff, and at least just try to provide connections for you guys. Um, but those are the kind of projects that I really truly shine on, and yeah, if you guys, if anybody in DFW wants to work with me, give me a shout out. Hit me up on Facebook. Just look up Kevin Montgomery on Facebook, and you know, I'll be sure to get in touch with you, because I'm always down to work on any sort of war movie or action movie or, you know, anything like that. You know, so yeah, this journal is getting a little longer than normal. I apologize for wasting a lot of eating up a lot of the time explaining my whole issues with Word. Hopefully by next entry, I could just you know, I can get all that stuff over with and put that far behind me, and have more stuff for you guys to you know, for any of you who are curious enough to or interested enough to watch, you know. The contest for the name of the vlog is still going on, so if you know, again, like last time, you know, I can give you a personal shout out if I pick your suggestion. And that's about it, really. Hope you enjoyed, and if you guys stuck around this long, thank you for your patience. And yeah, see you guys next week. Happy 4th of July, everybody. Hopefully I'm going to be blowing some stuff up later on tonight. See ya.